Good afternoon, everyone. This is the Vermont House Committee on Commerce and Economic Development. It is Thursday, January 29th, 2026 at 2:15 in the afternoon. So we're here to go over an amendment proposal from Representative Olson on H 648. 648 is up for action this afternoon, second reading. This will be an amendment for third reading. But apparently there were some things that were spotted by, was it you, Herb, or was it to?
I think it was mainly,
Or was it Maria?
I'm sorry, it was me.
no, it's actually, she'll explain, but it was a real puzzle reading section 48 as to what exactly meant.
So we have our legislative counsel with us, Maria Royal, who will walk us through the amendment and kind of explain the things, the issues that she found and how we're going to correct them.
Yes, Maria Royal with Legislative Council, and this really is a clarification. It's not really a change to the substance of what you've already reviewed. There were two changes in section 48. And so the first amendment is, you see on line 12, changing from 25 to 10 purchasers, it kind of expanding. Let me go back. So this statute deals with securities transactions that are exempt from registration filings and notice filings with the state. And there's a whole list of them. And so subdivision 14 deals with a specific type of single issue of securities. And so then on line 12, it's not, if not more than 10 purchasers are present in the state. That's the same as what you reviewed before, so no change there. What was a little bit confusing was it's now in subdivision B. This is new language, but the way it was drafted before, so these are exempt transactions. And so the way it was drafted before, it said, except if you're exempt under federal law, and then it cited the federal law. So it was kind of confusing to like understand why that exemption applied and what you were trying to actually get at. And I understand those who live in this world, I think it made sense to them, but it was very hard to follow when I went back to just try to understand. So I proposed some new language, which I shared with the department, and they seemed fine with it. So the way it reads now is the exemption specified in this subdivision 14 shall not apply to a federal covered security that is otherwise subject to a notice filing under Vermont law. Because those federal covered securities under federal law are exempt from registration filings. And then it's pretty much up to the state whether they want to require notice filings. So DFR still wants them to do the notice filings is basically was their intent. And that's why they're exempt from the exemption. That makes, it's a little confusing, but I think this is actually a little bit easier to follow. But it's the same substance.
I would say that the amendment that Maria is proposing might sound a little convoluted, but it's much clearer than the other one, which I couldn't really understand.
Okay. That's it.
That's it.
Is there any questions for Maria? Everybody gets it.
There's mud.
Probably what I'll do be to have Joe come in, make sure we have DFR on record for supporting it.
Joe, I think is out today. He might be able to join by Zoom, or Amanda is the deputy of securities and the deputy commissioner of securities. I can reach out to all of them.
We don't-
Who wants somebody
If we
from
can't either Zoom in today, we can get them in first thing in the morning
okay.
before we take a straw vote on.
Okay.
There you go.
So I'll send an email to.
Okay. Yeah, just tag Anna Grace on it.
Yes. Okay.
Which process will bringing that to the clerk at that point? We need to take the straw poll first, or do we tell the clerk, here's the amendment?
If we want it, if we want it in the calendar for tomorrow, we have to vote it today, right? Oh, no, you can,
Actually,
you can offer the amendment.
I could have offered
You
the
can offer the
amendment.
amendment. We can vote it today or tomorrow.
Okay, so I'll take. that.
Probably we have to wait until it's winds up in the calendar. Then is that the time it's offered?
You have to wait till it's in the calendar. You can take a straw poll now, and then Representative Olson, when he's on the floor, can say, you know, the committee heard this and we voted, you know.
And is Jonathan?
Tomorrow, not today.
Tomorrow. Yeah, it would go in the calendar for tomorrow, third reading, yeah.
Emily and Jonathan are online, we just don't have, we need. Don't know if she's still. But we can take a straw vote on it now and then just hear from DFR making sure that. Find out where Monique is. In a second, I want to see if Monique's here.
Okay.
Then we'll do a motion.
Motion, does that get recorded or is it the straw?
It'll be a straw vote, it'll be
Yeah.
recorded on.
Right, no, I was just, if, I was just curious if,
For a remote.
right, that and, because that would eat up one of their remote votes.
Oh.
But a straw vote does.
But if we make, it's more of
I
like.
did have that same
So
question.
we- Sorry?
I did have that same question.
So, but if her makes a motion, that would require an actual vote.
It's gonna be a straw vote, not
Right.
making a recorded vote.
Right, so effectively, I'm just
So I
bringing
don't
them,
even think you have to make.
I'm just gonna
Right,
take the
that's,
amendment.
that's what I was trying to
I'll
say.
just say, you know, all in favor of Herb's amendment to H648, raise your hand.
That's what I was trying to say, because if he makes a motion, then we have to record
Yeah.
it on the paper and then it requires them to use one of their votes. That's all. That I can't believe that was like very, I didn't mean to be Robert Rule-ish yes or whatever. That
Mason?
We're Masons here.
Oh, Mason, sorry. I'm assuming it's the same thing though.
That's similar.
Well, but I mean, I'm assuming if there was an actual motion, I mean, you know, we're live, but I mean, it's,
Why don't we go off live for a moment till we hear back from the league, and maybe we'll hear back from someone from DFR.